Here's the quick rundown of today's top stories. Monday, September the 9th. Alice Guo faces probe from the Senate after arrest, cited in contempt for the second time for lying. Suspended Mayor Alice Guo made an appearance at the Senate hearing after her arrest in Indonesia last September 4th. But things didn't quite expect it, as she refused to confirm that she is a Chinese national named Guo Huaping, despite being confronted with documents from the National Bureau of Investigation showing her fingerprints as Alice Guo, matching that of Guo Huaping. Guo also refused to disclose who was giving her death threats and insisting the need to reveal it in an executive session which senators refused to accede to. Hontiveros then moved to cite the former mayor in contempt. Senator Joel Villanueva seconded her motion. Quiboloy's decision to surrender was an ultimate sacrifice, according to his lawyer. Kingdom of Jesus Christ leader Pastor Apollo Quiboloy made a sacrifice when he surrendered to the police and military forces last Sunday, September 8th. The Philippine National Police said that Quiboloy was given 24 hours to surrender after the police were able to pinpoint his exact hiding place inside the 30-hectare Kingdom of Jesus Christ compound. Police and government officials have been encouraging Quiboloy to surrender since the arrest warrant was issued against him in April this year. Quiboloy, however, would not heed, and Torian said this was because availing his right to await the result of the legal remedies being resorted to by his lawyers. President Marcos approves recommendation to sack Bureau of the Immigration Chief, Tansingco. This developed after Department of Justice Secretary Crispin Remulla said he had suggested to the president to replace Tansingco amid ongoing investigations on how Guo managed to leave the country undetected. On Monday, Remulla said that he asked President Marcos to relieve and replace Tansingco, whom Remulla earlier said failed to promptly inform the Department of Justice that Guo had already left the Philippines. Chavez, however, did not disclose if President Marcos already has a replacement for Tansingco. Vice President Sara Duterte explains refusal to answer the Office of the Vice President budget questions. Vice President Sara Duterte said that her refusal to answer questions during the first budget deliberations for the Office of the Vice President's proposed 2025 budget was because it was being used by some lawmakers to attack her. In a videotaped interview, a transcript of which was released by the Office of the Vice President on Monday, September 9th, Duterte also cited that the country's coffers are on the hands of two people, though she didn't mention names. However, she eventually told lawmakers that she will forego the opportunity to defend her budget and will instead defer to the wisdom of Congress. Refuting claims that she acted like a spoiled brat during the hearing, Duterte insisted she understands that Congress has the power of the purse and that agencies and government officials must submit themselves before it, as stated in the Constitution. Expect Teves back in Philippines from Timor-Leste this month, according to the Department of Justice. Expelled Negros Oriental Congressman and fugitive Arnulfo Arnie Teves Jr. is expected to be back in the Philippines from Timor-Leste this month, Justice Secretary Jesus Crispin Remulla said on Monday, September 9th. Instead of a private plane that brought him to Timor-Leste, Teves will return to the Philippines on board a Philippine Air Force plane. Teves, who has been designated as a terrorist in July last year by the Anti-Terrorism Council, is facing multiple charges in the Philippines. The International Criminal Police Organization, or Interpol, had also issued a red notice against Teves, which is a request to law enforcement worldwide to locate and provisionally arrest a person pending extradition, surrender, or similar legal action. Teves flew to Timor-Leste to get asylum but was denied. For more stories, visit www.mb.com.ph or follow Manila Bulletin on social media. Thank you for watching The Rundown.